So today, our lecture is going to be on summarizing. First, we are going to begin by defining what a summary is. Then we'll use a common story to describe the process of how to create a good summary. And then finally, we'll end up by making our own individual summary using last night's homework. So, Andrew, can you please give us what definition of what you think a summary is?
A summary is like a condensed version of a story, just tying in all the quickly tying in the details, ideas, and themes of whatever the story is.
Good, that's a really good definition. A more formal definition, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, a summary is a statement or account containing the chief points of a matter. So for our class today, I would like to think of a summary as answering the question who did what, where, and when. And we want to answer these questions in as little words as possible, being brief and concise. So how do we summarize a piece of literature? So let's use the Three Little Pigs to walk us through the process. First, we would read the story, then highlight and take notes on what we think is important to the plot, and finally try to answer those questions: who did what, where, and when. So, for the Three Little Pigs, can Eileen please tell me who was in the Three Little Pigs?
The three pigs and the wolf.
Good job. And can Breezy tell me what they did?
The wolf blew down the house and ate them.
Okay. Blew it down.
Blew it down.
And ate them. And Crystal, can you please tell us where or when these things took place in the story?
I don't know. No idea.
So I think that we can all agree that usually a fairy tale or a fable usually starts with once upon a time. And so it might not be specific or it might not be exact, but we can say it's in the past, or that can at least tell us that it's in a fictional setting. So using those things, I would create a summary, something similar to The Three Little Pigs is a fable about a wolf that attempts to blow down the homes of three little pigs in an effort to eat them. Now that we've all created a summary together, let's all look through our papers and see what we highlighted and took notes on last night's homework, The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. Now that you guys have had some time to look through your highlights and your notes that you took last night, can I please hear Mason's summary?
Well, I would say an insane man with delusions of grandeur plans and executes a murder. He then cannot stop hearing his victim's heartbeat and presents the body to the police.
Good. I think that's a really, really good summary.
Thank you.
And it's brief, like I said. It doesn't have any extraneous details. We kept all of the things that we did not need out, and he talked about the plot, and that's all you need in a summary. He answered who did what, where, and when. So, let's summarize our discussion about summaries. And we began by defining what a summary is. And then we looked at the process on how to create a summary. We would read, highlight, take notes, and then create our summary. And then finally, we individually created our summaries using The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. I'd like to leave you guys with a question to ponder on. In your history classes, in the textbooks that you're reading, obviously the events that are described are not completely holistic. They can't include every single detail of what happened. Obviously, for example, World War II. You can't have the whole textbook about World War II in your American history class, so you're only reading a chapter. It's essentially a summary of something that happened. Who decided, like how we did earlier, who decided what was important? Who decided what to keep in it and to omit? And what implications and effect does that have on society and the way that we think what is important and what is not? Hey, I just read you, and this is crazy, but I need main points, so let's summarize maybe, and all the other points will be omitted, so take good notes, and keep it brief. Hey, I just read you, and this is crazy, but I need main points, so let's summarize maybe, and all the other points will be omitted, so take good notes, and keep it brief. Before you came into my life, I wrote too much. I wrote too much. I wrote way too much. Before you came into my life, I missed the main points. I missed the main points. I missed the main